All right, hey guys, Kevin the Toy Smuggler here, and today we're going to do a review on, yes, the new Mandalorian figure. Just came out. I'm going to change the camera view here just a second. I know this light's a little bright right now, but we're going to be, like I said, I'm going to shift it around, give you guys a really close-up look. I'm also going to be doing a comparison with the first Mandalorian that came out and stuff, but I'm going to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I done had an amazing Thanksgiving, a little different one this year. We're not really doing the big family thing until Saturday. So my wife, we just want to stay home, chill out, and enjoy each other. And she cooked this amazing Thanksgiving breakfast. We're talking about thick cut bacon, homemade gravy, cat eye biscuits, and eggs. Oh gosh, we're all just stuffed right now. That's why I was wanting to wait and do this review afterward, because I didn't know exactly what time, because it's a big meal. It took a while to prepare everything from scratch. It just amazing and kicking the day off right. You know what I mean? So I'm going to spin this camera right here and get you guys a little bit better view, and we'll get into this review. Let's see. Just give me a second to adjust, guys. Getting close here. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Nice little setup backdrop. I had this extra backdrop from the Darth Vader case that everyone knows about. Had a Vader opened up, and as we can see really quick here, the most of the parts from the first Mandalorian was obviously used here. I mean, they really the biggest thing notice that I seen the change here. Let me pull out a pointer stick here. Is the chest plate. I mean, that's the biggest thing I seen the difference here. If you get a close-up look of this chest plate, it obviously had a slightly different, it's got the same kind of feel, but the overall shape, let me get you a little bit closer, give you guys, but there is the slight difference in the, especially you can see right here on how it's designed on the edge. See how the new Mandalorian has that little bit of taper coming in on the bottom edge there, where the other one does not have that. So, and of course, the first one, sorry, looking at these cameras in almost like a rear view fashion. But this one obviously had a lot of battle damage on it and dings, where this one had that shiny new look to it and everything. The biggest issue I'm gonna go ahead and throw out there. Hey, he looks amazing. He moves around well. The only thing you got to watch when you're displaying him is the weight of that jetpack does want to kick him back a little bit. So you almost gotta hunch him over just a hair to get that center of gravity going. But it does actually add to the posture a little bit if you have him bent over and everything. But I figured what we can do here and inspect some other things, because like I said, I'm pretty sure that from this what I remember looking at it, almost everything was identical. We got the child here. This was a gift from my brother, because I told everybody I was not going to purchase that little thing and little pieces of food for $10. Just was not going to do that. That was just, I'm not going to pay $10 for a $5 figure. So, but it was given. And this is actually a gift from my wife. I came home yesterday and she had a package waiting on me. I opened up and boom, here we go. Early Christmas gift. You just got to love it. So I'll make sure I keep these separated here just in case if there's any kind of minor differences. We're going to take a look at it here. But I'm assuming they would have to come out of the same mold. Yeah, we are looking at a completely identical. It even looks like there's not really much. It looks like this may be the color of the base plastic. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer here. Put my hand behind it. Let's see here, guys. I'm trying to get this in here. There we go. If you can see the one on the top, that charcoal gray is a slightly different color than the one on the bottom. And that's just where they probably came out of two different runs. That's all that is. So I don't think it really was a color change more than, and you can even see the brown paint here. Anytime you make a new batch of any color, you are going to have a slight shade variance. And as you can see, the first one is slightly lighter brown and a slightly lighter charcoal gray plastic used. But as you can see, the silver you don't run into that much problems. You more so than when your colors that you got to mix to make, like your normal, your regular colors like red, blues, yellows, and stuff like that. That's when you get a lot of metallic colors tend to keep the same hues. But it's obviously the exact same mold. I'm not seeing anything here that would indicate anything different. So those two are obviously identical, other than a slight shade in color. Going into this pistol, which is extremely tough. These hands on these black series are stiff as a board usually. All right, we got the first pistol out. Give it this quick look by itself. Everyone's seen that. This one will be a lot easier. I didn't put it in its hand because I knew I was going to do a review yesterday. There we go. All right, let's look at here. See if I can't hold these to where you can see both at the same time. Get back just a hair. And pretty much from what I'm looking at, obviously, once again, same kind of mold. Come on. Does not want to focus on this little thing. There we go. Same mold, and I think what we're looking at too. Yep, slight color change. We actually got the original gun on top is using that same color gray. They did not paint it. That's I think that is the actual color of the gun. Where the bottom it actually has a paint app and it has a brown handle pistol grip on it. So that does not look like it's a paint app. It looked like it was the only thing that did not get brushed with the paint. From what I can tell from this point here. It all depends on how they done the process of these two. So the pistol, same mode, just slight variance in color, which I think that's smart when you're making these. The backpack is obviously something brand new. And all it is, they changed it's one thing they did change is, and this is I guess not really a shocker. They did not change how the peg for the gun, the long rifle goes. As you can see, it still has the hole for it. But it would work if he's not wearing a backpack. Now we can now since he has that hole back there. I just don't think the hole is big enough. But here's the thing: there's only one hole. They made this jetpack on a 3-peg system, but yet there's a total of 4 things that need to be pegged in his back. So, yeah, honestly, if they just would have used these 2 pegs for the backpack and then left this one alone for the actual rifle, but I guess if he has the rifle in, which is fine, there's no way to do that. So that's why I have mine displayed the other way where he's actually holding it. And I've actually thought about adding a shoulder strap because, like I said, he wears this cape sideways. If you want him to have the backpack, he has to wear it that way. But if he wears it, he can wear it normal if you don't want him with the backpack. So luckily, the sculpt for the one shoulder works great for the rifle. And it also, too, works well if you need to spin it to the other side and let it cover some of the front. It'd be like this right here, almost kind of like that Clint Eastwood movie poster. Sebastian, how you doing? Yep, getting closer, knocking on the door. Seen a little surge lately this past week. I've been trying to put out some more videos. I had a tough week last week, but I've been coming in here. I had a good one the other day, and I got one today, and I actually got one planned for tomorrow. I'll put a little bit more details in that before I close today. But so they doing a good job with this sculpt. And then looking at it while we got them right here, comparing to the original one, it's all the same sculpt. Just once again, slightly darker in the plastic here. That's one thing. That's a common theme, that this new version, the charcoal gray plastics that they're using is a shade darker. So, but like I said, if you ever lost this one and you put that one on there, that slight shade is really not going to make much of a difference at all. So, but like I said, the only thing, like I said, is if you want him to wear the backpack, he cannot display the gun back there. It just completely gets in the way. But the backpack, I will say, does go through the slots. It does. The one pack does go through both, and it does not hinder it in any way. It's a little aggravating to first get it on there. Actually, what I tend to do is take that one peg and line it up first, kind of get it going. Then you can seat the rest of it in, because that's the hardest one, because the belt does want to shift just a hair. There we go. Boom. Then it pops on. You just give it a good squeeze, and it's there. Like I said, only thing that I'm not saying it's a disappointment, but as you can see, there's not any like highlights put on this jetpack, and to me, it almost looks like it's not even shiny enough. It's a bit dull compared to the way he looks in the TV show. So that's something I may come in with some silver acrylic paints and give it a good brush and highlight it and stuff. But I'm going to look at some steals from the TV show just to make sure that, for whatever reason, that my eyes is just looking at it wrong in this light. But from right here, just looking at it from his shoulder pad, obvious different hue from that shoulder pad, and I do not recall it being that too much of a difference of a hue, because you can obviously see, look how that shoulder pad's really shining, and then you get to this backpack, extremely dull. So I don't think I think that was a boo-boo there. I think, honestly, it just didn't get a finish whatsoever, because the way I would have made it, but the way they do it in China and the way we do it here, if we do it like if we're making bootleg versions of stuff, we do a dry brush of metallic powder in the silicone mold, so that when the resin gets in there, the powder cooks to the outer edge, so it makes it very scratch resistant and stuff like that. But as like I said, you can obviously see that even on his forearms here, the hue, I mean, that forearm pad here, or armor, is really popping out, and where the backpack is tending to really blend with this look, it's almost the same hue as this cape. So I think it's a little off right there. But other than that, if we spin it back around, let's see, looks like the helmets have came out of the exact same molds. Like I said, almost 90% of this is all come out of the same molds. Everything looks the same size. Only thing difference is the first one had that rusty wash that was put on it. So but everything else looked good. The belt, all the belts are the same. Like I said, the only major difference we have here is the chest piece. And I'm going to try to point out here a little bit better, just in case if I didn't describe it that well. Let me put his arms down. The biggest difference is, so you can tell the difference that there is a new chest piece, is this taper that you see right here. This little design right there, it is not present here. And plus, it's missing all these bullet holes or blaster effects is not there. And the diamond shape in the center is obviously much smaller than what's on the new one, which, like I said, that's how it looks in the TV show. So that's perfectly fine. I'm glad they took the extra step to design at least that part that is new different, instead of just giving this one a different paint job. And it just not, like I said, and here's the thing, you can easily take one of these guys, and just by doing the color changes, you can make this one look very close to that. And that being that much of a little difference really wouldn't matter a whole lot. Because like I said, that is the biggest difference. And his suit's a little bit darker. You can definitely tell, like on these gloves, you can look at the hands here. The new one has the black gloves, where the other one had the charcoal gray, but still all minor things that you can do to paint. Alpha Tron, happy Thanksgiving, brother. Glad you hopped on board this morning. I was trying to do this at a really good time to make sure, because I figured everybody was sleeping in. Even I slept in this morning, guys. I know you won't believe it, but I actually slept to about, oh, let's see here. I think I slept in a little at like 6:05. I think I waited to get up. So I wanted to chill out this morning, if you know what I mean. But all in all, still a great figure. Like I said, the only issue that I would even compare to a complaint would be the lack of the luster on the backpack. But like that could be easily remedied if you wanted to. So not that major. I'm just shocked that, well, I guess we all can't be shocked about Hasbro anymore. But I'm just shocked that they didn't get that luster matched up. And mine might be one of the oddballs that didn't get it. Someone else's piece may have that luster. So if anyone else has one of these and theirs does paint job match with the other armor, please send me some pictures. I love to see that, because that's kind of funny how sometimes things get missed in the run and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving over here. Yeah. Yeah, we celebrate it pretty much all weekend long, so to speak, and everything. Yeah, we don't hold back. But the details, we're going to look here now at the get a little closer on these. Like I said, everything else was, like I said, complete reuse of the molds. And like I said, I'm fine on that on certain things. And like I said, and I don't know how accurate that is to the TV show. And like I said, same mold here. Let me move this cape out of the way. I apologize, guys. Like I said, the backpack does get a little interesting. There we go. But as you can see, everything here is coming out of the same mold, just a different color scheme. And like I said, that's probably is true to what's going on. The only thing that I have noticed that people's been saying, they've never bothered to paint these little grenade things red, which I'm here to say, easy fix. And the best, honestly, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's the best paint to use on that, red nail polish, glossy red nail polish. You can get a toothpick, dip it in, and just dot it. Just dip it in there and put like maybe 2 dots worth, and just let it set, and it will dry thick, hard, and shiny. And that's exactly the look. That kind of give it more of a bulb look, just like it does on the original outfit and stuff. But it has all the same articulation. I mean, common sense there. If it's made out of all the same parts, it's going to have the same articulation. And like I said, the cape looks well like this. If he's going to have the gun on the big rifle thing on the shoulder back there, or if you wanted to spin around to accommodate and have that. I like this version, really. It has that Clint Eastwood good, bad, and the ugly look to it. I think that looks really good. So luckily, the pre-designed sculpt for this cape works well either way. So it just depends on whether or not you're going to be throwing this jetpack in for the play. So, and like I said, you got the child here. Like I said, I wouldn't want to buy this, but like I said, he does go well. I think that I can add maybe a little bit of a paint job staining, maybe get his clothes with a little bit more wear to it. And if you look on his head here, I'm going to try to get the camera to focus. Give it a second. Okay, let me get this Mandalorian face out of the way. It's trying to pick it up. Ah, come on. Well, gotta love these cameras. There we go. Now it's decided to pick up. As you can see here, there's no kind of coloration. He had a lot of little purples going on in his face. So I'm thinking about making like a little purple wash to put inside those ears and make them pop a little bit more, a little purple on those cheeks and stuff. And like I said, then put some little dirt, put some grime in on that clothing just to give it a little bit more shadowing and depth. Then I think this character will really pop out. And then one day I'm looking at, I might just make a mold of this and actually give him some cloth goods. Because I think the only thing I do not like about this thing, it being this hard plastic, when you get either one of the Mandalorians trying to hold him, he is just so stiff. And I'm glad this happened. I've never seen anybody else talk about this, but the limbs on this little critter pop out with the greatest of ease. I mean, they just pop right, which would be great for molding for sure. Yeah, see, they just pop right out this little ball socket, and it's not even really that deep. And the feet are on the same mechanism. So, but I think if this body here, and if I had to guess, the head probably I've not tried it, but the head is on a ball joint, so this head can probably let's go ahead and just do that. Decapitate the child here. So you can actually take this piece right here and maybe create a silicone mold, and then make a hollow latex skin, and then maybe stuff it with some cotton to where these limbs would pop back in, but yet now this would be kind of squishy, much softer feel to it, to where it can be, when you put him in the Mandalorian's arms, he's actually can cinch in on it a little bit instead of this thing just really kind of getting in the way and stuff. And even, wow, guys, these little tiny hands, these obviously pop in there as well. And yep, they're on the ball joint. So a lot of tiny, freakishly little tiny parts on this. I don't know if you can see me moving this here, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to get a better shot. Oh, okay. Might be easy. Just take the arm off again. Let's see here. Yeah, these little hands even spin around. Yeah, it's crazy. Very, very tiny. This figure would probably be a much better figure. El Rodimus, happy Thanksgiving, brother. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hadn't heard you in a while. So hope you and your family are doing well. I've been a little quiet on Twitter. That's usually where me and El Rodimus usually get to chat back and forth. He's probably my biggest supporter on Twitter that I have. My Twitter is kind of thin. I just don't have time to really work it. It's hard enough working YouTube without trying to add it in and using the Facebook and YouTube together and adding Twitter on top of that. I need me an assistant half the time and everything and stuff. But all in all, guys, like I said, it's pretty much 95% the same figure here. And let's see here. See, Mando, see. I think you shouldn't paint. Doesn't mean that they'll blow. Be the shame for such a nice figure. Yeah, like I said, painting them. Like I said, it's an option if you want to do it. If you don't, like I said, it's a preference thing. I don't even know if I'm going to go out of my way to do that or not. Like I said, I'm not really concerned. Like I said, I think these figures were painted pretty well as is. But all in all, like I said, but if you end up, I think later on, sometime next year, I'm thinking that Walmart and Target are going to be full of these guys. I have a feeling that, spring gets here, these guys are going to be sitting on the shelf, and they'll probably be on discount. So if you can pick you up a second one that you want to have a little fun with, put a little extra grime on and throw some extra details, I think that would really accent them up. But if you don't want to paint them, that's up to you. Completely understand. Yeah, we definitely got to connect on Facebook. Oh, drawing by hand. Thank you very much for joining us again. Got the UK people rolling in here. Awesome. Thank you very much. Like I said, my wife got this for an early Christmas present. I came home yesterday and boom, seen the box, and she said, you got to open it. So, and of course I didn't say no. And I hopped on there and man, what a great surprise, because I just know how difficult these things. And she actually got this from, oh my gosh, what company was it? It was not Entertainment Earth. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. But she said it was cheaper than everybody else. Hold on, I got the paperwork right here around the corner. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't think I was going to mention this, but I thought, since they had She said it got here. She ordered it on a Monday morning. It came from Forbidden Planet. Ordered it Monday morning, and it was here on my doorstep Wednesday afternoon. And she said they had, and it was packed. My gosh, guys, this thing was wrapped in bubble wrap. And then it was just layers and layers of brown butcher paper. So like I said, I've never dealt with this company. This is the first figure I ever got from them. But so far, I'd say shipping, she said shipping was only $5, and then it got here in less than 3 days, and I had to say it is extremely well packed. So 3 for 3, guys, 10 out of 10. So Randy Deals, good morning. Tell Calvin I said I love you too. Awesome, guys. That's my son-in-law and my grandson there. I got some grandkids that love to pop on here every once in a while, and if they get the chance, if I'm not doing one super late or stupid early, that's what I'm unfortunately known for, is have them extremely early videos, which is great for the UK people. The UK, if I do my 5:30, 6 o'clock videos, it's perfect for the UK guys. They get to catch it in the afternoon. But yeah, check these guys. I'm actually going to go to their website and see what else they got going on, because that was, like I said, highly recommend them as far as packing and shipping options. And like I said, my wife said they had the best price overall for both of them. For that figure, everyone else was like anywhere between $10 to $20 higher than what they were. So, but guys, I'm gonna spin the camera around here. I don't really know how much more what to say about it. I can go on and just nitpick it, but you know, it's a Black Series figure, so we all understand the articulation going on here. I'm gonna turn it, get this light out of the shot here, guys. There we go. That's not too bad. I need to loosen up my thing here. Sorry, guys, trying to get this thing. There we go. But all in all, I said it's a great figure, and I said it's very pleased with. I'm not collecting a whole lot of Black Series anymore. Like I said, everybody knows my wheelhouse anymore is Mego. I really enjoy the customizing, and like I said, the worst thing about diving into the Star Wars things, and it's a problem that everyone is experiencing, is you can't find them at the stores. So you're looking at a $20 figure here at Walmart, but yet you're having to pay $30, $40, and $50 for something like this, just because they're not making enough. And these guys with this OBS software and stuff like that, they're setting up these programs where as soon as it comes up for sale, they're sold out. I mean, within seconds, 10,000 figures are sold out. So that's the worst thing with Star Wars right now. It's just annoying me as far as a collector, because I'm seeing this and I'm just getting teased by it. So it's really just taking the joy out of it. It really is. Just got back to the Back to the Future figures. Yeah, I have been. There's 2 different versions of those. I think NECA's got a version of them. Super 7 has a version of those, and I would love to see the Back to the Future ones done in Mego. That would be really nice as well. But I think if I'm not mistaken, the NECA are 7-inch scale, if I'm not mistaken. Then, like I said, Super 7 has this roughly like a 5-inch scale, almost similar to like the original Ghostbusters line, if I'm not mistaken. They're neat looking, but they're very comic booky, cartoon. They're a little abstract looking. So I'm glad they're doing it, but I'm just not a fan for it. But I do think that at our Walmart, we got these, they look like a big, thick graphic novel, but you open up and they got the t-shirt inside. So I think that's kind of neat. But I think, like I said, those others are just a little too cartoony, but I'm glad to see them that they're trying to put new products out for that line. I just wish they would do some more real serious versions. Like I said, I'd love to see a Mego 8-inch scale of that. I think that would just be amazing, and that would give them an excuse to do a big, huge DeLorean. Yeah, that would just be totally cool and everything. So, guys, just to tell you the update, I got another video coming out tomorrow, probably around the same time, probably somewhere, hopefully around 10. If it's going to be different, I will make a post on my Facebook on Sexton Creations. Is what it is. I wish I could go show it to you, but I got it in the laundry room on top of the dryer. Michael from Battlegrounds, he received in the mail a Hot Toys 12-inch scale Hoth diorama. Sounds great. But unfortunately, it was busted all to pieces. Actually, one section was totally broken in half, and it had hairline fractures. I even got it this morning and turned out the lights, and I done a flashlight test. And because what it is, this piece is made out of stuff called polystone, which is a transparent type of plastic. And so, if you turn the lights out and put a flashlight behind it, it will show how thin it is. And anywhere there's a crack, that crack will be a lot brighter than anything else. So I found tons and tons of hairline fractures through this. So I went in there this morning, got it up on the dryer using crazy glue and what you call it, not cornstarch, but baking soda. And that would kick off, and that's sealing all the cracks. And then I've been spending all morning getting concrete powder and plaster of Paris and making a mixture and pouring it inside the walls. And I've been putting wooden dowels in there to totally making all these walls solid, because he got a complete full refund just like that, which is a little weird. There's something up with that. Me and him going to talk about it. Oh, see here. And sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to read and pay attention here. And so anyway, he gave me kind of like free reign. Do what you do to make it sturdily sound, structurally sound, and just do your thing and make it look cool. So I'm like, yes. So I got started on the day, already putting the epoxy putty on it. And then I found the back wall was just caving totally through. Ended up with a hole in it like that right there. It was just like, oh. So that's why I got the half wall, and the whole entire back wall is just completely solid now. So that's exactly what it needed. And time I get done touching up it, I'm actually got some cool spackling here. So anywhere where those cracks were really bad showing through, I got some of this stuff. I'm going to be creatively going there and spackling over all the cracks and blending it in and make it look just like it. The decor that's going on with it now, I'm going to go ahead and blend right into that. And then once it's all said and done, I'm going to give it a complete, entire, brand new paint job. I'm putting the toy smuggler touch to it. I mean, I'm going to make this thing look 10 times better than how they ever thought about painting it. So I'm going to paint it right this time. And like I said, I just think the piece was not. Like I said, I'm on the fence if it's actually is an official Hot Toys product. I'm going to do some research. So tomorrow when I come in to do this video and show you guys what I'm looking at, I'm going to do some really good hard research on it to see, because I'm having a feeling that this is a bootleg. I think someone bought one, and then I think someone made some molds of some pieces. My little girl's actually saying hi. That's amazing. She normally don't get in front of the camera, guys, so that's pretty cool. So she's getting used to it. I got a new YouTube person right here. So anyway, I have a sneaky feeling that someone bought a real one, made a few little molds, because this thing looks too customized. This looks like something like someone with like at least my range of knowledge of molding and sculpting and designing things did it. This looks homemade versus, and because here's another cool thing, and you guys, especially guys from Blue Harvest, know this. Anything that's an official licensed Star Wars product, whether it's done by Hot Toys, Sideshow, Hasbro, whoever, somewhere on that piece, there's a piece of plastic seal with logos and dates and trademarks and all that. I went all over this thing with a fine-tooth. There is nothing on this piece that screamed that this was an official made piece. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, if you would have just dumped this in my lap and I didn't know nothing about it, which was kind of, I remember seeing pictures of this, but I just glanced at the pictures. And that was, gosh, probably half a year ago. If it maybe even been longer than that. There's nothing on this piece that screams that this is a factory licensed piece from Star Wars. So I'm on the fence on this one. So the Thanksgiving Bantha, I could, but he's all the way in the other room and he's under a glass box. But I'll tell you guys what I will do is, if you guys don't mind, if you guys will promise me you'll come back Sunday. Let's see, no, what is the day? The day is Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to do, okay. Saturday, I'll pull the Bantha out and do a Saturday review on the Bantha. So, because I've been meaning to take it out and clean the case and everything. So, if you guys come back, I will do a complete review. I pull the Bantha out of the case, and we'll do a whole video on the Bantha. Let's see. Yeah, Alpha. That's what I'm saying. It really feels like a very well done bootleg, but at the same time, there's enough sloppiness going on. It just, I don't know. It has too much of a custom feel versus this is a reproduced piece that all of them look roughly the same. So yes, that is the Battle Bones. Yes, that's the original Battle Bones. Got two of them up there. One is mint, which is this one over here in the corner, and then the other one over here has got some broken prongs and stuff. Original Battle Bones. I'll give you guys a quick little show off here because a lot of you might have missed, guys. If you missed my room tour, I did one the other day. That's the Thrawn piece that I'm painting for the Fan Strike Back. I got my short cord on, guys, so I can't change this up. So got the Battle Bones up there, the new Origins figures. Like I said, I've done give y'all a quick little shot of the studio here. I'm looking at the view. So everything you're seeing is behind my head right now. And this is my vintage Motu stuff. Then you get toward the bottom here. See if I had my long cord, it might work a little bit. Got some wrestling, Lone Ranger, and some Big Jim stuff. Now I got some other Star Wars on the bottom, but you can't see it. But you go on up here. There's the big Jabba's Palace that I'm still working on. Then you come over here to the Star Wars section. Got vintage and 95 stuff together. Like I said, I love the 95 reboot ships. That was something I was very pleased with what they done in the past. There's a good sneak of the Death Star. Try not to get you blinded by this light here. It's a custom Obi-Wan Kenobi house that I did back in 2005. I've been planning on doing a review on it because I'm looking at updating it. I'm a much better artist now than what I was 15 years ago, obviously. And then I got some more cool stuff down there, Star Wars. And then you spin around over here. Got my little adventure spread here. Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, G.I. Joe. That is the metallic helmet version of the Deep Sea Diver. Could not pass that up. Then you come up here, and here's that cool little diorama elf house that I made. And I think you can even see the elf inside there if I get the camera just right. Almost can see him in there. If I go this way, you can. There he is. Fun little diorama. Actually, I had it built for a good 5 years or longer, and this never finished it. And I finally got in here, had some time off, and I just knocked it out. Finally got me a Fortress of Fangs. Yeah, this was one that I've been looking for. This has been as bad as 2020 has been. And we all can say 2020 has just sucked. And that's about as sweet as we can say it. But this has also been a banner year for me getting hot. I've gotten 7 or 8 out of my top 10 Holy Grails this year. So, very weird year. And here, I'm going to try not to blind you with the light here, guys. Sorry, I cannot move the light. But here is a 3 3/4 inch diorama that I'm making of the Falcon Common Room. And that's the bench where Chewbacca and 3PO does the chess set thing. As you can see, it's completely in shambles. Like I said, I moved, and like I said, I just started throwing things inside it. But I have it right here. See here. Yeah, see a complete one at that. Yeah, the only thing that I'm missing on the Fortress of Fangs is that crazy gargoyle that goes back there in the back. And these skulls here, if you have a Fortress of Fangs and he is missing the skulls, don't have a cow, go to Dollar Tree during Halloween and they sell 6-inch scale skeletons. Pop the heads off, paint them white, put them on there. It's the exact, almost looks identical to the exact same thing. But the reason I did this with the putting the diorama of the Millennium Falcon piece there is it's really easy access. I can grab it, throw it on a table, work on it, throw it back up out of my way. That was the whole purpose of that. And this is going to make it easier. That's the biggest thing I've been trying to do this year is function, function, function. So, and like I said, in that back here, that's the doors that go back to my office and my oil painting room, sneak peek of the creature from the Black Lagoon. But yeah, I ended up redone this over here where I used to have some Star Wars set up. I made it all completely for supplies. Got these canvas bag boxes here. Biggest thing, like I said, I'm trying to get this place looking neat, because every time I walk in here and if it's not neat and clean, it just aggravates me to the point to where my OCD, the older I'm getting, my OCD is just getting worse. And it's, so if I come in here and it's a hot mess, mentally I just can't work. It disturbs me and puts me in such a bad mood. I have to clean, clean, clean. So to keep that down to a minimum is just creating an environment and a structure that is this a neater way to work to start with. That way, if I have messes, they're 10 to 15 minute messes to clean up versus an all day mess to clean up. So that's what I'm trying to do. And when I did all this, it actually opened up a door to get me another shelf. In case you guys didn't get to see it, is I don't think I put it when I first started this. I finally got me a G.I. Joe shelf going here. My G.I. Joes, unfortunately, have been boxed up for over 2 years now. So I finally was able to get my G.I. Joes. I'm in the process of taking one at a time, dusting them off. Got a collection of complete figures here. I got like 3 Walmart bags that I yet got to go through like this. But I got 3 other Walmart bags. I think I got 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90 complete that I just got to pull them out and put them like this right here and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at on that. So like I said, this biggest thing is trying to get neater, you know. Pull this down a little bit more. So, but yeah, that's what I'm just trying to do. Make this space more creative, more of a joy to sit in. Like I love coming in here at 4 o'clock in the morning with my coffee and just chilling out, you know, and looking at everything. And, you know, time I drink 1 cup of coffee, you know, I'm usually just dying to start working on something. And a lot of times I get in here, 1 sup of coffee, boom, set it down, I'm working. So unfortunately, it's like that a lot of times. But this year I'm coming down, I'm slowing down, and I'm going to be doing more fun stuff that I'm going to be putting on YouTube. I'm actually going to turn down some client jobs and focus on, I want to take 1 year and have fun. I'm tired of working hard. I'm tired of stressing myself out. I just want to have some fun. And I'm going to make some cool dioramas. I'm going to do some cool sculpting, some cool paintings, and whatever I feel like doing, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be working on things from force just because someone's dumped some money on me. I don't need it, so don't need to stress. So there's no sense doing it, because one thing I've learned the last 16 years, there is no job out here that's going to make or break your career. I've learned that the hard way, because the Bantha actually taught me that, you know, because I thought when I done the Bantha, boom, the YouTube channel would just skyrocket, and it jumped up, but it didn't make or break my channel, to be honest with you. So that's one thing I've learned, that, you know, the biggest thing I need to do is just be me, have some fun, do some cool videos, and just let it take care of itself. And like I said, I love engaging with you guys on here. You guys have been extremely supportive. I think that's one good thing that's come out of this year with having a steadily growing channel, but yet still small, is I'm getting to know people like Keith, Alpha Tryon, now Drawing by Hand. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that come on here almost every video, And even if you miss me live, you come back and watch it. Make sure you guys put a comment on there. So I want to thank all of you guys who do that and support me. I just think by growing slow, I'm getting to know you guys that much better, in which I think just in the long run will just make a stronger channel. It's not, this channel's not grown by putting these fake programs on there that goes and subscribes to 10,000 people hoping they'll turn around and subscribe back. I don't do none of that crap. I don't do those cheats. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of huge jumps, because I'm not using them cheat algorithms and stuff to put on there to help grow my channel. So I rather grow naturally. It's annoying sometimes because I do feel like I should be already be over the 1,000 marker. So once I get over that, I'm finally just not going to give a flap about the numbers for a while and just enjoy doing cool stuff, enjoy hanging out with you guys on here. So guys, like I said, stay tuned tomorrow. I'll try to put a little blip up on my Facebook a little bit ahead of time saying getting ready to go on in an hour or whatever. And I will do the same thing on Saturday for the Bantha for you guys. So like I said, just keep eyes on my Facebook. So if you're not subscribe to the YouTube, go to Sexton Creations Facebook, and I will try to give at least 30 minutes to an hour heads up when I'm getting ready to launch a video on the Hoth 12-inch diorama and on the Bantha for Saturday. So guys, thank you so much. See you. Wait, see the. Oh, awesome. Like I said, well, jibber jabber, like I said, hang tight. Like I said, I'm going to do the Hoth one tomorrow. Saturday is all about the Bantha. Like I said, I'll just keep eyes on Sexton Creations Facebook, and I'll shoot an announcement exactly what time I'll be airing those. And then you can just, about that time, go over to the YouTube and we'll just all hang out together. And then, like I said, I can't wait to show you guys the Hoth project. It's really, really fixing it up. So guys, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. Be safe out there. See you guys tomorrow. Catch you later. Toy Smuggler.